how did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. My favorite villain? I kind of like Diddy.
There are no misconceptions about it.
I mean, Jay-Z's on a whole nother level. Like, I mean, you know, he's like, but you know what I like about 50? 50's on a whole nother level, but he's still approachable. You still get to meet the people and you know, Jay got to remember the people that made him. You know, I'm not saying I don't got respect. I respect Jay-Z, 50, used to respect, you know, Diddy, but all that crazy. But, you know, I always respected him because I looked at, for New York, those were like the...
According to reports, Beyoncé is getting ready to leave after 50 Cent said that he will be releasing a second documentary that would expose everyone who had ever collaborated with Diddy. Jay-Z and Beyoncé were for a while reportedly providing covert support to Diddy. Karma seems to be finally catching up with them now. The key issue is whether Beyoncé will break up with Jay-Z or whether she is secretly preparing to quit the business entirely.
So they don't give you the trophies. I got the checks. I didn't get the like, Jay got all trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
The one with Beyonce. If you don't sign, you don't give him a trophy, she ain't coming.
Oh, the Beyonce done ran down on you once, Fifth. Come on, man.
She did worse. She jumped off the thing, off the ledge. I was like, I didn't really know what to do. That's the Jay. If he says to Jay in his face, he'll look at you and go, nah, that happened.
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
He jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down. She was like, and I'm like, wait, what is you doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Don't come on.
So Hov wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
Talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh, look at this.
They about to jump you.
You lucky Solange wasn't there.
Yeah, you lucky Solange wasn't there.
Solange, I would have had to reboot. Huh? What?
So what did B say, or she was just staring at you?
Nah, she came like she was ready. Like I thought something was gonna happen. And I'm like, yo, whoa. She's throwing me off now. Because I don't know exactly how to respond to this. You are still Beyonce. I'm sitting on instead of going, she goes, what is this guy saying? I'm like, wait, what happened? I look at Jay, he goes.
According to reports, Jay-Z was aware that 50 Cent would target him next, but he never anticipated that 50 would release the kind of material that was shown in the documentary series. He now realizes that film purportedly depicting him and Diddy plotting behind the scenes would soon be released by 50. 50 has previously made public references to this, and he is allegedly in possession of over 140 hours of video, which might implicate some of the most influential hip-hop personalities.
We finally have 50 Cent coming out confirming that he does have more dirt on Diddy that he didn't even get to put in the 4 episodes on the Netflix Diddy documentary. And since it's 50 Cent, it's so hard telling what in the world he all has, but he said this in reference to the video footage that he got of the man recording Diddy before Diddy went to jail. And on top of all of this, he said more people came forward to him with allegations that didn't even make it into this Netflix Diddy documentary. And he alluded that he is about to drop this all on YouTube. He sat down to explain some of this on the Sherry Show yesterday, and she said, it shocked a lot of people to see this personal footage of Diddy. I know 50, the way you run. This cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that has not been shown? He said, yeah, well, there's some stuff that couldn't make it in because there was only 4 episodes in the Netflix Diddy documentary. And then Sherry asked 50 Cent, does this mean that there's going to be a part 2 of the Netflix Diddy documentary? And he said that he's just going to put it on YouTube. This was not the only time in this interview that this man said this. Like, he is sure on YouTube for whatever reason, and he was even laughing about it. And in my opinion, I feel like why he wants to put this on YouTube is because Netflix probably wouldn't let him put in certain things because of liability. I think this is one of the main reasons why some of the things weren't talked about in the Diddy documentary, but But like I said, also, he is cut down to a certain amount of time. Netflix gave him 4 episodes, so he has to put everything in those 4 episodes. And she asked him, out of all of the people that were coming forward, have there been any new tips that you have gotten since it's been released? He said, well, yeah. Everyone starts to feel a little more comfortable when they see other people telling their truth about.
Jay-Z reportedly did everything in his power to ruin 50 Cent's career, but 50 always came back stronger. The two have been at odds for years. 50 now seems to be seeking retribution, and some people think Beyoncé and Jay-Z may be included in the repercussions. The way 50 and Jay-Z interact with the community has always been the true distinction between them. While 50 is renowned for uplifting others and placing them in positions to succeed, Jay-Z is often accused of keeping others back.
I mean, Jay-Z's on a whole nother level. Like, I mean, you know, he's like it, but you know what I like about 50? 50's on a whole nother level, but he's still approachable. You still get to meet the people and you know, Jay gotta remember the people that made him. You know, I'm not saying I don't got respect. I respect Jay-Z, 50, used to respect, you know, Diddy, but all that crazy. But, you know, I always respected him because I looked at, for New York, those were like the, you know, the guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys with the most money and the most influence. So with Jay is like, when the last time you haven't seen Jay. So I think people are just going to say that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I mean, Jay, you know, you got to remember, he didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl. That was crazy. I'm like,
wait, Jay didn't want 50 at the Super
you didn't
Bowl?
know that? Yeah, he didn't want.
I remember Eminem pushed for it.
That was some haters. Yeah,
I remember Eminem was like, I'm not going to do it unless 50 does it. I heard that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that Jay was trying to stop it.
I don't think Jay. I don't know. 50 never told me that, but I don't think Jay wanted him there. I don't know.
Because of what, some of the.
I mean, you know, it's competition. You got to think, 50 always been competition for Jay. Remember, I'm about $1 with the 50 Cent.
That was a long time ago.
That was what, 9? What was that? 9?
But after that, they did a song together. Remember the whole,
of course, but 50 was always competition. Then remember, Jay said, "Yo, 50's coming." He told Siegel and them, and Memphis Bleak and all them.
Yeah.
And come on, 50's like, he's on a whole nother level. You got to remember, he came after Jay and Rockefeller. G-Unit came, and people might on G-Unit, but with Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, nobody has outsold us, bro. Yeah. Nobody has had the effect that we had.
Jay-Z allegedly attended Diddy's alleged freak-off parties, where he was also charged of betraying Beyoncé, according to web rumors. When there are claims that Beyoncé knew what was going on and decided not to step in, and some even claim that she was there with Diddy and Jay-Z. Beyoncé and Jay-Z are also accused of being among the select few who were aware of Diddy's covert activities, but took no action to stop them. Critics instead said that they helped absolve him of responsibility and permitted his actions.
I mean, Piers Morgan said it, they're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this? About
Beyonce
what's going on?
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me, I'm trying to move beyond Diddy, I'm love now.
What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Explicit love, hey!
The claim that Jay-Z shaped Beyoncé into the person she is now at a young age is, according to many observers, the most unsettling aspect of this case. According to former industry insider Gene Deal, several in the music business knew that Jay-Z and Beyoncé supposedly started dating while she was still a minor. According to these allegations, Beyoncé was raised to believe that Jay-Z's treatment of her was typical, in which some contend may help to explain why she subsequently seemed unfazed by similar conduct involving other women. These allegations have fueled ongoing debates about power, control, and exploitation in the industry.
I know people in the industry been around for a long time, was there when he first started dating Beyonce at 17, 18, he was 30-something. You didn't know his age. When I look back and see how old Jay-Z was, I think Jay-Z was born in like 69 or 67. Something like that, 67 right there? 69. I think he was born in 69. Beyonce, they said she was born in 81. You understand? But back then, in 81, when we was in the club together, 98, 99, she wasn't even supposed to be in the club, but she was in the club. It was Club Eugene's. And Jay was dating her. And at that time, if you look at Jay's age, he was about 30 years old. So, isn't she still somewhat a child? To me, she is. But I guess they protect child. That's how you protect a child. You know, dating her at the age of 30-some years old and she's 17, 18 years old. If that's her true age. We really don't know her true age because Gabrielle Union said she went to junior high school with her, and Gabrielle Union is considered 6-7 years older than Beyonce age that she getting. So we really don't know.
To illustrate the gravity of these charges, some detractors have even gone so far as to say that Rihanna was one of the people hurt by the power dynamics around Jay-Z, alleging that Beyoncé fostered this atmosphere. These allegations are often used as justification for Beyoncé and Jay-Z's alleged fear of more publicity. These stories suggest that if the floodgates open, a large number of claimed victims may come forward, putting them both under close examination.
Warning us about Jay-Z. Jay-Z has now had an official lawsuit. It's everywhere. It's now being talked about louder than ever. I guess, does that give you some peace to know that people are finally really questioning this man?
It's emboldening me. I spoke on Piers Morgan. I said that I had 3 victims that I've been working with, victims of the Carters, that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now. So this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that. They knew it when I did Piers Morgan.
Is Beyonce celebrity B?
I hope to God not. But she was around. And she's very... she's got enough on her plate. After everything that happened with the election and everything that's happening right now, I'm not going to dump on that woman. She got better fish to fry.
Well,
what I will say is that her husband, she knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows.
Jean clarified that both men had an understanding of influence, power, and control long before the general public did. He believed that visibility was the primary distinction. Diddy was loud, ostentatious, and in the limelight all the time. On the other side, Jay-Z operated in secret, in boardrooms, and surrounded himself with influential individuals who could defend him in the event of a crisis.
Kind of funny to me, man, is that Diddy used to hate Jay-Z. He hated Jay-Z enough when he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay-Z. This is back in the early 2000s.
Did Diddy always say negative things about Jay around you?
The time he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay, yeah, he was. They worked it out.
Was there a reason behind it?
I couldn't tell you the reason behind it. It's probably because Big had died. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know why he wanted Ja Rule to go at Jay. I guess if he kept them beefing or kept them into some bullshit, he could rise up in between both of them. You know what I mean? It definitely was some snake.
Jay-Z seldom puts himself in precarious situations for just this reason, according to Jean. Jay-Z used a different strategy, while Diddy used his ability to know everyone and be everywhere to build his company, increasing his authority by restricting who might approach him, limiting access, and maintaining a safe distance.
Because I know you heard the statement that, Jay lawyer came out with about how he wasn't really friends with Diddy. From your point of view, was they really friends or no?
How close was Diddy and Jay-Z? They was close enough that they wasn't playing basketball, they wasn't playing baseball, they wasn't playing football, and they wasn't playing hockey or soccer for Diddy to come on stage, pat him on his ass, and then make the statement to people in the world that can't nobody call me Sean but Jay-Z. Now, I don't know what kind of statement, and I can't say, I wish I could say half a homo, but I know I can't say it, but I don't know what kind of half a homo that is, and you trying to say that you're not close to somebody. You coming on stage, patting them on their ass, and then you making a broad statement to the public, can't nobody call me Sean but Sean Carter. And I heard Jay-Z said the same thing about them. But they were so close that they had matching white girls together. Because when they used to see each other, they used to say, yo, how your skinny white girl doing? He'd be like, yo, how your skinny white girl doing? So, I guess that's a certain type of closeness.
Jay-Z is said to have made the single error of siding with Diddy, and it seems like that choice is now coming back to haunt him.
Lawsuit come with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
Right. To us, black excellence, right there.
I had to be there.
We getting tighter, you know what I'm saying? And united we stand, and ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch.
Oh,
like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year. Come on, bro. Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those fucking trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, listen. If you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he didn't show up.
He has like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he's been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. At the same time. He got them shits. He started drinking. His pictures were things to cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no
marriage.
longer viewed as like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
The largest alleged error committed by Jay-Z and Beyoncé is now being characterized as having trusted Diddy. According to reports and allegations, Diddy even betrayed his own attorney, so entangling him in the scandal. Diddy's detractors contend that as long as he can avoid responsibility for his actions, he has never given a damn about the consequences for those around him.
Like, Diddy really screwed over Mark Agnifilo. I gotta say, this is awful that Diddy owes his life to Mark Agnifilo, literally his life, because he could have gotten life in prison were it not for Mark Agnifilo, his defense lawyer, who had a brilliant strategy. And Diddy screwed him over when he hired this videographer to chronicle his life without telling Mark Agnifilo that when Diddy and Mark were on the phone, this videographer was recording what Mark clearly expected to be an attorney-client privileged relationship. Now, it is true that the client holds that privilege, the lawyer doesn't, but Mark's clear expectation was that this was a private conversation. These were private conversations, and that he and Diddy could talk openly, and Mark could talk to Diddy not just as a client, but as a person, and tried to guide him in a time leading up to his arrest. And unbeknownst to Mark Agnifilo, Diddy has got this guy recording the conversation as he's sitting there saying, "You are screwing this up. You are messing up this case. We're losing." And knowing that that's on tape, and it's almost like he's performing for the camera and not telling Mark what's going on.
Jay-Z is allegedly now trying to block the documentary from being published against him by requesting a cease and desist order. According to reports, he and Diddy are accusing 50 Cent of obtaining the video unlawfully. Counter-arguments, however, assert that 50 Cent obtained all of the video legally. According to the report, he knew Diddy had been filming content for a documentary that he intended to release himself later. In the said error occurred when Diddy neglected to pay his editor and cameraman. According to reports, the disagreement made it possible for 50 Cent to intervene and lawfully acquire the video.
I'm getting it as your boss. Yo, man, how 50 get? Blah, blah, blah. Yo, Puff, take this cell phone. Let me explain something to y'all. All right? Whether it's NDAs, whether it's whatever. When these young boys come in, first of all, he only deal with young videographers because he want to rob them, and he know that they want the opportunity to follow Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. They want that opportunity, so they get him at a low price anyway. But when you stay out so many hours a day, Puff wants a videographer with him 24 hours a day on call. Whether we on a yacht, whether we on a ship, wherever we at, he wants to videotape that, right? So now, they come to agreement. They come to whatever the pay is going to be. But then it be so many hours on that invoice that he don't want to pay. He gets in touch with the office. He gets in touch with the chief of staff. Yo, what is this I'm paying? What is this I'm paying? You know what you paying. You was outside all of these hours. It's 160 something hours in a week. You was outside 140. That's the invoice he put in. So now, being if you got a contract and he don't stand to that contract, guess what happens? He can do whatever he want to do with that footage. So now that footage goes to the highest bidder. And 50 had to be the highest bidder to get there. Yo, this is business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't in love with you. Everybody ain't dedicated. Everybody ain't loyal to the point of stupidity.
If this documentary is published, there is increasing conjecture that Beyoncé and Jay-Z may be on the verge of divorce. According to others, Beyoncé has reached a breaking point since her carefully cultivated image is still being harmed by Jay-Z's scandals and rumored adultery. Beyoncé has been working tirelessly for years to maintain public confidence and safeguard her reputation. She made the decision to remain and rebuild with Jay-Z after his previous infidelity incident. But according to insiders, this moment seems heavier, different, and far harder to get over.
Beyoncé and Jay-Z have a toxic relationship. He preyed on her when she was just 18 years old. Fans accuse him of grooming her and then later on controlling her every move. At the same time, it's been revealed that he's a cheater and he cannot be trusted.
Jay-Z has reportedly never been more vulnerable.
According to reports, Jay-Z has never been more exposed. According to Dame, he has never seen Jay-Z come under such intense public criticism. Jay-Z seemed invincible for decades, particularly in the eyes of the general public. But that line of defense doesn't seem to be there this time.
It's just odd to see him in that, getting looked at in that way by white people. Like Jay does, yeah, I hope that shit didn't happen, but I'm like, damn, they turned the world real. Like, people on a certain level have been fucking with him a certain way where he couldn't do no wrong for like 25 years straight. This is the first time he's not getting a pass with white media. Like, he can control black media because a lot of them either work or do business with him. you know, but like, you know, Drink Champs can't get him out of this one, and neither can Charlemagne, because you know, those are the guys that hold him down no matter what he does anyway. So he got to get to People Magazine and Entertainment Tonight right now, because they on his head. But the question is why? Like, why now? You know, because for me, I'd be like, yo, that's so ridiculous, yo, take that to trial. She's not gonna win. Let's get a deposition or something, you know. So I don't know why they on his head so much, pause. But I never seen him, you know, under this, you know, I never seen him in this position to have to explain himself. Pause.
How you feel about the statement he came out with?
I mean, I didn't hear him say anything. I heard a piece of, you know, like I said, for me, I like, you see, I'm doing an interview, so I talk. I thought it was long. For a statement, I thought it was long, pause. But, you know, I think right now, his silence is the worst thing for him. If he is innocent, he needs to let people ask him questions, and he needs to be able to say his side of the story, as opposed to letting that lawyer talk. Because that lawyer, I don't trust that lawyer because I went to court with him.
In a recent Instagram video, 50 Cent spoke about the second segment of the documentary he is presently working on. He claims that Jay-Z will be the subject of the next episode. Meanwhile, other analysts think Beyoncé may have hit her limit, strategically rather than emotionally. Silence was effective in the past. Supporting Jay-Z has worked in the past. However, rumors indicate that she could decide to leave if his previous choices start to damage her reputation and jeopardize all she has worked so hard to achieve.
Came across in that secret little Diddy footage that he paid from the videographer that Diddy didn't pay. They are saying 50 has footage that will not only add more time to Diddy's sentence, but Diddy might not ever come out. Listen up, check this out. Now y'all know that footage that where Diddy is behind the scenes talking to his lawyer and all of this stuff, and people like, damn, what was Diddy recording it? Well, Diddy was recording it because he thought he was about to beat the case, so he wanted to do a Netflix documentary. Didn't pay the guy, and then 50 got all 140 hours of footage of secret Diddy tactics. Well, there's a guy named Neil who was mentioned in the court, works right up under Diddy, was organizing everything. Allegedly, they are saying that he is on video, film, tampering with witnesses, giving out addresses, offering money, bribing, we'll pay for your lawyers, all kind of shit that could be counted as witness tampering, obstruction of justice. And 50, of all people, has his hands on this footage. And I'm hearing that this could implicate Diddy's lawyers in some bullshit. They could be charged. This is getting wild. And I'm hearing that this 50 Cent documentary is just the tip of the iceberg, and I like it.
What's crazy is this man in this video footage of 50 Cent's post starts talking about a specific name, a man named Neil. And this man goes on talking about how he heard that 50 Cent has this extra footage, but it's footage that could possibly lead to Diddy getting more charges, like witness tampering, obstruction of justice, and more. And what's crazy about the name Neil that he brings up in this is the fact that the other day, Diddy's former chef Jordan, who is somebody that was a witness during this trial, who was about to testify against Diddy before the prosecution took back some of their witnesses who were testifying, literally claimed that Neil Dominique, a former assistant of Diddy, is the one that told Diddy that she was subpoenaed to the grand jury at the very start of all of this. She wrote this whole big post to Neil Dominique and tagged him in it and said, I just want to put this out there because I've been debating how I wanted to handle the situation. Now, I don't know you from a can of paint, but I'm really wondering why you decided to tell Sean Combs that I was contacted by the feds. I saw that you wrote him a good character letter too. Come to find out, you were actually providing Puff with information on a whole bunch of people throughout the case. So my thing is, why were you so comfortable putting me in danger? Why were you so comfortable putting other people in danger? You provided addresses to him. Were you like a double agent working for the feds and Puff? This is actually crazy because she alleged that Neil Dominique was approached by the feds as well in this investigation investigation into Diddy because he was a former assistant of Diddy.
The thing that shocked Gene the most was how many started criticizing 50 Cent for bringing Diddy to light and raising doubts about his intentions. Critics seemed more concerned with condemning 50 for stepping out and exposing the purported truth than they were with holding Diddy responsible.
He did, man. He got everybody going, man. He's getting a lot of backlash, man. Like, people are like mad at 50 for getting behind this thing.
Well, see, the thing about it is that people are out there rabbit-ass mind. And they gonna sit up here and they gonna say some stuff like, they try to make it up like, it's because of a girl, it's because of a woman. A man that can have any woman in the damn world, you understand, go any parts of the world, find beautiful women all over the world, that's willing to do whatever he wants to. I'ma be mad because this dude got this one. Nah, it's bigger and it's more than that. They don't want to say it. A lot of these cats out here don't want to tell the truth behind.
This documentary series isn't motivated by personal animosity, as 50 Cent has said. He revealed that he is really collaborating with Diddy's kid, which fundamentally changes the course of events. It wouldn't make sense to work with Diddy's own family if this were just about retaliation or influence. Rather, it implies that the undertaking is being framed as something much more expansive than individual history, an attempt to record the events rather than single out one person for criticism.
Never before seen footage of Sean Diddy Combs in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last September.
You want to put the stuff in my fanny pack, King?
The exclusive video obtained by Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what, no matter what nobody said. Let's just, here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
The footage is part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, titled Sean Combs: The Reckoning. Was there anything that surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. He has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account in how he was coming off to the public.
So the question remains.
So, the question still stands. Will Beyoncé leave to save everything she's created, or will she stay and deal with the fallout with Jay-Z? If 50 Cent really has what he says he has, then who might be exposed next? Because this narrative is far from over, please share your ideas in the comments section and make sure you're subscribed.